Welcome, everyone, to the house that Rodney built, Notre Dame Stadium, underneath the watchful eye of Touchdown Jesus, the home of the Fighting Irish. Today, we have one of those games that tests your focus. Top 25 team against an unranked opponent. Can you take care of business? As we'll see a squad from the AAC, the Florida Atlantic Owls, taking on the 6th-ranked team in the land, the Notre Dame Fighting Irish. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. Florida Atlantic ready to kick it off and get this game started. No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. So Notre Dame's offense will start this game off. And this guy is a big-time star. Just an electricity follows him onto the field.
He's a workhorse too, Reese. This is a definition of a bell cow running back. He can carry the load for his offense and put his football team on his back.
He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
And that's a great play by the defensive end. The best athletes on the field play defensive end. You can ask anybody. Yes, I agree, Jesse, Reese. See, they agree with me. Same thing. But you watch them get off the football, make the play. That's why you put your athletes there.
Dances away. At the 35, he's got room. And an explosive play has him on the move, and he gets it all the way to the 48-yard line.
This guy just gives you nightmares. I mean, he's just got so much electricity. He just pulls it down and chews up yards like it's nothing. That's a quarterback. A quarterback doing that to your defense.
The give is to Williams. And a nice solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground.
Nice run there on first down. You know, this is a running back that gets better as the game goes on. So they're going to want to make sure they keep feeding him the football, let him get lathered up.
Softened him up with a run, and now to throw. That pass is incomplete, and they're probably fortunate that it wasn't knocked free for a fumble.
Doesn't take this defense a lot of time to get to the quarterback, man. They've got speed all over the place. They hit him so quickly, and because of that, the ball falls incomplete.
Give to the back. And they drag him down, but not before he picks up the first down.
Well, that's kind of the advantage of third and medium, right? Is the defense, you keep them guessing. You can throw it, you can run it. That time they hand it off, and they pick it up.
And you can see the D drop back a little bit. It creates a little bit of space. The running back blasts through, gets the first down.
Right back to the well. And he's a real nowhere man tackled in this no-game land.
Well, you love to see that from the defense, right? It's like bend, don't break. They've given up a bunch of plays on this drive, but now that they're getting down close to field goal range, you're seeing them start to stiffen up there.
Yeah, and plays don't matter anymore. Yards don't matter. All that matters with these defenses nowadays is points and limiting them.
Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry.
And you can tell that play went nowhere from the start.
It was definitely a great play by that defender.
Oh, yeah, he got in the backfield so quick, the running back had absolutely no chance.
On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. Going to try to get it himself. Nifty little scamper on this one, enough for the first down, and he slides in safely.
You know, QBs want to make those big plays. They want to put up the big stacks, but when nothing's there, sometimes you just tuck the ball, get a minimal gain. I like the slide, by the way, too. Get down and don't take a big hit.
Notre Dame coming to the line with another first down. They'll try the run. They make the stop after a pickup of 3 just inside the red zone at the 19.
And those physical runs take a toll. It might not be a big gain now, but down the road, 3rd, 4th quarter, late in the ball games, they tend to turn into bigger runs.
Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. give to the running back. And he'll pick up the first down after a tough run there.
And, you know, big chunks like this don't happen unless you commit to the run game. You got to get those big boys up front into the game, understanding I want to knock people off of the football, create some holes like you do here for my running back, make the game easy.
On 1st and goal, Notre Dame will try to get it in the end zone. Motion from the offense. Looking to pass. It's Chubb. Going to try to pop one on the screen. They get it down to the 7 on that pass play in prime position for a score.
Yeah, and you're going to see this offense find different ways to get this running back involved. It's not just going to be on handoffs, and they're certainly going to line him up in different places and even throw him the football. But the screen game's a big part of it, too. They're trying to get him going there.
Really nice stop there from this senior leader.
Well, they try to go quarterback design run on that play, but the defense just not buying it. Nice job, everybody playing downhill and making a tackle close to the line of scrimmage.
They've held the ball forever. Relentless drive, but what a win for the defense if they can force a field goal. Quarterback touch pass on the jet sweep. Into the hallelujah land. Touchdown, Irish!
And that touchdown just got this whole place going, didn't it? You got everybody doing the Irish jig. Touchdown, Jesus is happy. You got the leprechaun, he's dancing. The energy in this place right now is on another level after that score. No wonder this is such a tough place to come in and try to get a win on the road.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point makes it 7-0. That is what they mean when they say ball control, a 14-play touchdown drive. And they get it into the end zone with a 6-yard touchdown pass. Just about set to kick it away. Here he comes with the return. Good job by the coverage unit to put a stop to that return. So the Florida Atlantic Owls offense has the ball for the first time. And there's no doubt, guys, we will be focused on these two-star playmakers.
I'm curious to see how much man coverage we're going to see today. I don't know if either of these defenses is confident enough to go mano-a-mano with these two dudes on the field. They're two of the best in the nation.
These cornerbacks aren't looking for man-to-man coverage. I can promise you that. They'd be like, give me some help over here. But we're going to see some split screens, and we're going to see who had more catches, who had more yards. They're definitely going to be breaking that down this game.
This crowd bringing the energy and noise early. He's looking to throw. Setting up the screen. They make the stop right there. Good pickup, but still short of the first down.
There's a lot of different ways this offense can attack you throwing the ball. One of them is getting the running back going. And the screen is a great way to get him lathered up and get the defense starting to think about him a little bit more now.
Brought to the ground, but not before getting enough for the first down.
You know, you start day one of training camp running your base runs. You need a few yards, you run these plays. You need a first down, you run these plays. You rep them over and over and over again. They're not sexy, they're not pretty, but in the end, they're effective, and they get you that new set of downs when you need them.
Got his man on the right. Knocked down at the 44, but he got 15 on that one.
Big play in the passing game there, and I like the receiver gearing down in the zone. Did a nice job finding the soft spot on defense between the defenders, giving the quarterback an easy target to throw to complete that throw.
And this one will be stopped for no gain.
And I can't tell you how much I love seeing corners being willing to come up and tackle. That is so huge for a defense. You can't olay blocks and create space. You can't just hang out on the outside. You got to go set that edge.
And conversely, I can't tell you how much I hate it when receivers don't want to block. You got to do a better job on the perimeter. It's not going to be enough in this offense just to catch passes. You got to go execute your assignment. That corner should have been blocked, and they should have gotten a bigger gain on that outside run.
The Owls have it with a 1st and 10. Looking to move it through the air. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
This defense has a lot of speed, especially in the secondary, and you saw that speed. That defender got to that receiver so quick, and because of the hit, incomplete pass.
Gives it to the back on the draw. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
I tell you, they tried to go draw in the middle of the field. That back had nowhere to go with the football. He was tackled right away for a loss.
Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on 3rd down. They're trying to get to him. Trying to escape and get it himself. And he's not going to make it. The defense denying him the first down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Florida Atlantic will send the punt unit onto the field. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. And they can't get on top of it to down it, so that ball will come out to the 20. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. How about that blocking up front and that running game last time as they just walked it down for a touchdown there.
And the big boys up front doing their job. Opening holes, the backs making plays, everything on the ground on that first drive worked.
And we know that this is the identity this coaching staff wants for this team, right? They want to be the most physical team on the field. Let's see if they can keep it up.
It's just so nice to have a QB under center. Nowadays in football, you can trust these guys. You put so much on their plate, and you tell them, go get positive yards when it's there. And a lot of these guys are such great athletes, they do it with ease.
And that'll be enough to give Notre Dame a first down. Guys, we've come to the end of the quarter, and Notre Dame has the lead. One period in the books, and let's take a look at the stats. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game in the second quarter. They'll start the drive here with first down to open this period. He's going to pass. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
It's hard throwing in the pocket, man. You got bodies and 300-pound dudes falling all over the place. They're trying to hit you. That time, the pressure got to him, and they forced the incompletion.
The incompletion on first down. Now they face a 2nd and 10 from the 31. Here's a quick throw out to the left. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down.
All right, defense. It ain't working, right? They're stringing together several first downs here. We're going to need to change this up, find something we can disrupt the quarterback and mess up this offense a little bit.
Notre Dame ready to go back to work with another first down. They'll try to pop the draw. And a good, solid pickup there before the defense knocks him down.
Yeah, this coaching staff, they're getting this offensive line lathered up and into a rhythm. Now they're letting them drive off the ball on first down on these running plays, and they're getting chunks of yardage.
They can really be aggressive after that last play. It's 2nd and 3. To the ground with the back. Slammed to the ground, but not before he gets the first down.
Well, the offense is in a really nice rhythm right now. It seems like no matter what they're dialing up, they're getting positive yards, and it just feels so good as a play caller when you know on first down you can get yards like that turning around and handing it off.
Yeah, and on the other side, you're scratching your head going, what the heck can I do here? You got to find something. The defense has got to find a way to create some momentum. Whatever they're doing right now, it's not working. So you got to keep going through that play sheet and maybe find something a little bit different that can give this offense something to think about. And screens are all about timing, right? You want to invite the defensive line to fly up the field, and then you want to throw it right over their head. And you could tell just a little bit off, and the defense got in there so quick, got the quarterback hit before he could really get his bearings and throw the screen.
Open space at the 25. A huge gain on that one before he ran out of bounds, and he has the first down.
And as a defense, how scary is it having to defend this guy? He's one of the fastest players in America, and you saw it on that last play. It's not necessarily throwing him the ball over your head. They just get it to him quickly. The hard part now is running and tackling that guy. Not easy to do.
They'll use the running game on 1st and goal. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Fighting Irish.
One thing this team has shown early this year, it does not take them long to find their footing. They get off to fast starts. That was critical for them, winning their first game, and you've seen it here in this one too. They show up ready to go. There's no sleepwalking. I think you got to give this coaching staff a ton of credit for putting their players in good positions to have success.
PAT unit on the field. And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Terrific showdown this week, guys. Let's take a look at what's going on. Stanford is just getting tuned up today. This is like watching an MMA fight where you start to question your own morals. Who sanctioned this bout? They're trailing by 14 to Virginia Tech. We've got our eye on things here and everything else going on right now, and any updates, you'll see them here, guys.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Florida Atlantic takes over again, and the Owls offense will go back to work. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good... This is a 7-point game, so Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
At the 40, there he goes. And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line. And the Owls in the hurry up.
Right, how about the draw play? What's the first thing you have to do? You got to sell pass. Everybody believes it for just a second. The running back gets a little bit of space, and once he gets space, you can see he knows how to navigate and get down the field and make a big play.
Well, you're seeing the balance this offense has and how they can create explosive plays in a variety of ways. We just saw one come in the run game, and now you see one coming in the passing game. I'll tell you, they've got this defense on their heels.
And he doesn't find much running room, a short gain on the play. Didn't get much on first down, it's 2nd and 9. He's looking to throw. Oh, picked off. Taking it the other way. At the 30. He's at the 10. And he's going to take it all the way back. Touchdown, Notre Dame! Look, I know it's only the second quarter, but we're starting to see a pretty significant gap develop between these two teams right now.
No doubt. When your defense is scoring, your offense is scoring, good things happening for your ball club. This defense on point, reading their scouting report, making big plays.
Ready to try the point after. And with the extra point, they're up 21-0. They're lining up to kick it off after the pick six, and that defense will come out feeling it. He thought about bringing that out for a half second, but he'll take a knee and they'll bring it to the 25. Florida Atlantic has the ball back, and the offense will try to put together a drive. They just haven't been able to get anything going, and they better get started or it's going to get away from them, David.
Yeah, and these are the weeks that you really wish that you were playing a video game. And you could just reset the console, start over, Jesse, and make something better happen early.
They just look like they're sleepwalking in this first half, and it's not just one guy. They just haven't been playing collectively as a unit. And if I'm the head coach, I'm considering starting to give some other dudes some chances here.
Let's see what call they have on 3rd and long from the 28. It'll be a draw. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Well, the offense trying to catch him off guard a little bit, running that draw play, but the defense wasn't fooled. Everybody stayed in their lane, and they're able to get the tackle for loss.
Florida Atlantic decides to punt it away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. On the return, it's Gilbert. He'll get it up to about the 44-yard line before they slam the brakes on him. Here come the Irish back on offense. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute there.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
Nice run there. Doesn't it just feel like Notre Dame football when you see that too? You know, you got touchdown Jesus looking down, and one thing Notre Dame has always seemed to have is big uglies up front, guys pushing the pile, NFL talent on this offensive line, just having their way, making life easy for these running backs. It is a beautiful thing to see.
Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. The give is to Williams. Pick up of 5. It'll be 3rd down and 5.
when you're a defense, it is stop the run first. That is your first responsibility. It makes the whole game easy. And right now, they got it going on the ground. The defense is going to have to change something up. These little tiny dink and dunk, dink and dunk. You keep doing this, they'll go all the way down the field on you, so you might want to get a little bit more aggressive.
And they're able to get a third down stop here. See if they go for it on fourth. Now on fourth down, they'll send out the field goal unit. He's going to reach for a long one, a 52-yard attempt. And it's no good. Missed the field goal, but still up by 3 touchdowns and 21 points.
Notre Dame, 21. On Atlantic, 0.
The Florida Atlantic offense will return to the field. They've got nothing done so far, and they already find themselves in a 3-possession hole, Jesse.
Yeah, and as a head coach, you're wondering, what didn't I say? What didn't I do to get my team ready to go? Because we look like we're sleepwalking at this point, though.
Yeah, nothing went well in the first quarter. You just say refresh. Like, let's try to find a way now, chip into this lead, try to make it somewhat manageable when you get to the half.
They'll move the running back to try to force the defense to adjust. Finds a soft spot in the middle. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and this thing has been one-sided, and they hope to at least have something to feel good about going into halftime. Now on second down. He's looking to throw. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Yeah, and you don't see very many quarterback hits on screens. You know, the offense wants to bluff real quick and make it look like pass, and the quarterback's supposed to pop up, look like pass, and quickly get rid of it. You could tell timing all wrong. It was all jacked up, and that play went absolutely nowhere.
He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on third down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting to his position.
He's brought down, solid pickup, but a little bit short of the first down.
Hey, man, if you're going to make plays like that on slant throws, you got to be able to make catches in traffic. Good, strong hands by the wideout there on the slant.
The aerial assault continues. And he scoots his way to the first down and then slides to avoid the hit.
Second and short is a great situation to be in. And look at him. He drops back to pass the football. He doesn't have to throw the football. He wants to be aggressive, but he can just take off and scramble. Doesn't have to.
Reels it in the end zone. Touchdown, Florida Atlantic.
I know this offense had some question marks coming into the year with respect to who would be catching touchdowns in the offense. I think they may have found their guy. This guy had a TD in their first game. He has another one here. Right now, he has been a matchup problem for opposing defenses.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And after the extra point, they're now down 21-7. An impressive 66-yard touchdown drive. And they finish it off by connecting from 10 yards out. They got the late touchdown on the board, now about to kick it away and hoping the defense can keep them from answering. From inside the 10, here he comes. Buys just enough space to cross the 25. Let's mark it at the 27-yard line. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. They've got time, they've got the lead, and David is sort of like a doctor. First, do no harm.
Do no harm, but also momentum is hard to create and sometimes hard to stop. You have it. So, Jesse, don't do anything stupid to create some momentum for the other side.
I think a lot of this comes down to your quarterback and whether or not he's making good decisions in this game. If yes, be aggressive. If not, let's just take the lead into halftime and get ready for the second half.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. And maybe they want to try somewhere else because there is nothing doing in the middle of this defense. Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play call and everyone on the same page here. Trying to move the sticks on third down. Quarterback checking the play. To throw, it's Chop. Feeling some heat. And they'll miss the connection here on third down.
Incomplete. Fourth down, coming up.
The Irish send out the punt unit. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. Fourth down, and the punt team sends it the other way. He'll call for the fair catch here. Florida Atlantic takes over again, and the Owls offense will go back to work. The last time they had it, they took it down the field for a touchdown. They can build some confidence that they could go back-to-back scoring drives here.
Yeah, and remember, it's not uncommon for offenses to find themselves as the game goes on. They had some things not go their way early, but they found something last drive, David. Let's see if they can build on it.
Yeah, you just pick and pick and pick until you find that place where you're like, okay, this is an advantage I have. They clearly found that dude. They scored here. We're in for a ball game.
Here comes the offense on second down. He'll do it himself. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry.
Nice job playing assignment football by that defensive end. Knowing what my job is, not letting that quarterback get out, get loose, making a good play, and most importantly, being there in the right spot and getting him on the ground.
That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
All right, guys, looks like we've got a great one in South Bend going on. And I get it. A lot of coaches will say the difference between winning and losing comes down to stopping big plays and getting big plays. But if you ask me, it's more about how good you are on third down and how efficient you are in keeping drives alive. Those two stats can help you break the will of even the best defenses and help you come out on top. With that said, let's send it back to the fellas there in the shadows of Touchdown Jesus.
Thanks for that breakdown, Kevin. game will kick it off to start the second half. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Florida Atlantic has the ball back, and the offense will try to put together a drive. If they're going to get on top in this game, they're going to have to find a way to get the running game going in the second half.
Agree, so it can create some more balance, some more unpredictability. I feel like this defense has got a good beat on what they're doing, especially if they don't mix it up a little bit. So I do look for a little second half running the football from out of this group.
And I think the thing, Dave, is they just got to be more physical. I don't think this is a scheme question about trying different run plays. I think it's up to the big fellas up front. They've just got to make the decision that they're going to be tougher here in the second half so that they can win this game.
That didn't bust for a long one, but now third down becomes very manageable. It's not third in eternity. Now the whole playbook, short passing game, long passing game, all of it's available.
And the defense knew exactly where that first down line was, and they stopped him short.
Well, the offense is trying to get it down on the ground there on third down, but they just can't seem to make it work because of how physical the defense has been, guys. It's made this offense very one-dimensional. I mean, the only way it seems they can move the football is when they try to throw it.
Fourth down, and the punt team sends it the other way. Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. Here come the Irish back on offense. Last time, David, it was 1-2-3 kick.
The last drive, that 3 and out, sometimes that puts your defense in a bad spot. You got to get a drive together here so you don't wear the defense out.
I just think, David, too predictable, that last drive. They got to do something here to get this defense on their heels.
Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Quarterback making adjustments with his receivers. Back to pass. It's Chubb. Trying to make magic on the scramble. On the run, and he'll slide to avoid the big hit.
Well, great job there by the defense because they weren't able to get him sacked right away, but you saw the coverage in the back end. Nowhere for the quarterback to throw the football. Didn't get the sack, obviously. You don't get the negative play, but you also don't give up a big one. You're feeling pretty good about where you are right now in this drive.
They bring him down, but not before he gets just enough to move the chain.
He did a really good job on third down, knowing where the sticks were, making sure he got past it. Listen, quarterbacks can get hit near the goal line punching in on third down. Those are those situations where it's okay to put the quarterback's body on the line.
Fires and picked off. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception. And the senior just took that one out of the air and sends it the other way.
Not all DBs make the play at the end, right? They can bat the ball down, they can be in position, but they don't really secure the football. Great job by the DB securing the football and forcing the turnover.
Going up top on first down. Finds his tight end. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
A nice job by the defense there, tackling the catch and smothering the tight end. They know this offense is going to try to find him in the passing game in a lot of different situations. That time, perfect coverage, and nice job bringing the big guy down. Not easy to do.
And he is going to lose yardage. Nowhere to run as he is forced out of bounds. And this offense just has to find a way to convert this third down, or else they are really in trouble. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a fourth down. They'll send out the kicker to try to salvage this drive. And this will be a bit of a challenge. A 46-yard attempt from the right hash. Right down the boulevard. It's good. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Top 15 teams colliding today in a huge matchup, and it's now a final. TCU packed a wallop today, and in many ways felt like it packed Horned Frogs Nation with them too. This was supposed to be a road test, and instead, it felt like a walk through the park in Fort Worth. We'll see a lot of games this week, but few will have as much of an impact on the new Top 25 poll next week as this one, gentlemen.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there, Kevin. Thanks for the update. They'll kick it away after putting up a field goal on that last drive. On the move from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. Boy, they hope this next drive is more productive after throwing a pick last time, Jesse.
Yeah, and the coaches did a good job on the sideline there, just talking to the young quarterback and making sure he's able to turn the page, calm him down to go out and refocus this drive.
Yeah, and some people do that better than others, but you got to show some trust in him, maybe get the ground game going, help around him a little bit with this system.
After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. From the gun, running back on the move. They stop him after a 6-yard run out to the 24.
Well, this offense came into the game knowing they wanted to be physical, they wanted to establish the line of scrimmage, and they're running downhill right at this defense, and they're churning out positive yardage early.
Boy, could they use a conversion on 3rd and short from their own 24. And he's brought down, but a flag is also down. They say you could call holding on every play. Well, they did on that one. This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. Wide receiver now comes in motion. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. A little screen to the running back. And the completion gives him a fresh set of downs and keeps this drive moving. Plays like that put just a second of hesitation in the defense to make sure, and they're able to take advantage here.
And they use the great timing with this call, right? Like, you can't call this play all the time, but you want to catch them when they're a little bit aggressive, not thinking about it. Nice job slipping the screen behind them, making the easy catch, and then getting downfield, picking up some extra yards.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on 1st down, man, you are doing just that.
Got 8 on 1st down, now looking at a 2nd and 2. Running to the left. And he'll have enough for the 1st down at the 42.
All right, nothing flashy there. He just did what it took to get the 1st down.
This Notre Dame offense carving it up. They're working with another 1st down. Pulls and fires complete to the right. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
And here comes the offense on 2nd down. Back to throw. It's Chop. Pressure coming. Picks up the 1st down and gets down to avoid contact.
You see a lot of quarterbacks get in trouble when they start forcing things. He did a really good job. He wanted to throw the football. You could tell. Drops back, nothing open. It's okay. I'm just going to take off, get what I can get.
They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. He get it down to the 35 before he stopped. 10-yard pickup on the play, and it's a 1st down.
This defense really is on their heels. They've been on the field now for a long time on this drive, and they're just getting pushed around at the point of attack up front like we saw in that last play.
And a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop.
I know it's sexy to throw the football, but if you can pound it away and get these kind of gains, they will just add up, wear the defense down, get 1st downs, and ultimately get some points.
He'll run it again. And he gets it out past the sticks, and Notre Dame will have a 1st down.
Well, I know this is an offensive line that has a ton of pride. They want to come out each and every game and really impose their will on the D-line. They got just enough push there on that run play to pick up the 1st.
Notre Dame ready to go with another 1st down. Power football with the run. They're there to stop him at the 21 after a pickup of 2.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping him up, getting him on the ground, take away that run game, make him one-dimensional, put him in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Getting some heat. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They had been trying all game long different ways to affect him. Weren't able to get there. But on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy, and that's why the ball falls incomplete.
They'll put the tight end in motion. Running back searching for a hole. And he's not going to get there. The defense stands tall and makes the stop.
And these defensive tackles just eat people. They swallow human beings when you get near them. They're so big, so strong. When those guys, those running backs come in, they just need a mitt. They put one mitt on a running back, and he usually falls to the ground just because of their sheer mass and strength.
It's good. He hit that one right down the middle. And they'll push that lead out a little further. After that last field goal drive, they're set to kick it away. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Plenty of time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. They'll run it from the gun. There to make the tackle, and with that, we'll head to the fourth quarter. Guys, we've come to the end of the quarter, and Notre Dame has the lead. They've built a comfortable lead after 3 quarters of play. Let's take a look at how we got here. One more period to go, and we'll see just how much fight they've got left. Second down now as they're ready to go back to work. He's looking to throw. Quarterback doing what he does best. He can move. Got to protect the merchandise. Gets down without taking a hit.
Well, you're making a positive out of a negative. And that time, quarterback, nice job buying time. He's trying to throw the football downfield. Nothing there. So instead of throwing it away, getting the incomplete, just get what you can get and make this next down more manageable.
They thought they could just run it on 3rd and short, but this defense was there to make the stop.
You've got to give this defense credit because they have bottled this guy up all game long. He's one of the best running backs in all of college football. Everybody was expecting him to have a big one today. Don't tell that to this defense, though. They've played with great effort. They've gotten hats to the football, and they have been able to shut him down.
Starting to feel a little pressure. And they got him. A sack denies to try to convert on 4th down.
And you had to. offense had to be aggressive. You're down multiple scores. You needed to make something happen right now. You had to be aggressive. I think you had to go for it on that fourth down. Now, obviously, the game's looking like it might get out of hand.
Couldn't order better field position for this offense. The give is to Williams. At the 20, he's got space. What a nifty run there to pick up the first down.
Well, that's called paying off good field position. You've got the lead here late in the game. You've got the ball back. You're on your opponent's side of the 50, and on your very first play, you break off a long run. This defense right now is playing on their heels late.
Give him 6 on the play. They'll mark it at the 9.
They've got a lead here in the fourth quarter, and there's certainly still plenty of football to go, but this is where you'd love to control the flow of the game, right? You want to dictate everything to the defense, and you do that by running the football. That was a really nice run. This offensive line is firing off late. Looks like they're getting stronger as the game goes on, and that is a good sign for the offense.
They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
And great job getting in the backfield, making it very difficult to him to make reads and understand what the heck's going on, bottling him up. That's the biggest thing. When you play a running quarterback, you want to bottle him up. You want to set those edges really, really firm.
Touchdown, Irish! And they take it in for 6 more points. The offense flexes its muscle a bit and widens the gap.
Take a little exhale. You know, you did your job. You got points. Now you put your defense in a position where, hey, go out and get another stop. We're in great shape, so the offense definitely taking care of their business.
Lining up to add another.
Kicker is on for the extra point.
And the extra point splits the uprights, and they're up a full 3 touchdowns, a 21-point cushion in the fourth. The kickoff team out there getting set. He'll start the return inside his 5. The Florida Atlantic offense will return to the field. What a turn that last drive was. Didn't pick up the 4th down, and it led to the scoring drive, David.
And those are frustrating because you think you might get points and then your defense gives up points. This has got to be a complementary football type deal. The offense now needs to provide a little spark to give this defense some hope.
No doubt, David. They got to turn the page, and they've got to play with a little bit more urgency here, knowing they've got to get that one back and put a good drive together.
They'll throw it to the back on the screen. Makes the grab, and it's enough for the first down before he's dragged to the ground.
The offense has struggled. They're not going to win this game, but trust me, this coaching staff is still trying to find things to build off of for next week. And after an explosive play like that, maybe they can generate just a little bit of momentum and gain a little bit of confidence that they can keep coaching up heading into their next game.
2nd and short now after that completion. They want to just keep throwing it. And that pass picked off. Oh, he left him grabbing. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
And as a defensive lineman late in the game, man, when you know it's pass, you're pinning your ears back, trying to get to the quarterback, and DBs are trying to do this. Pad them stats, get the INT. Nice job by this D.
Here come the Irish back on offense. There have been few obstacles for this offense as they are starting to pull away here in the second half, Jesse.
And this has been a dream game for this play caller too, right? It's like anything that he's calling is working flawlessly.
Yeah, it's fun to be the offensive coordinator, but not the defensive coordinator. They have had no answers. It's been an absolutely miserable day trying to solve the riddle of this offense.
Leaves it with the running back. They'll give him 4 on that one. It's 3rd and 6. Trying to pick up a first down. Now they'll run the draw. And they did not let him reach the line to gain. It'll bring up a decision here.
Now, a 4th down.
They'll try to get something out of this drive and kick the field goal here on 4th down. He's going to try to knock one through from 49 yards away. That is no good. After the missed field goal, hey, could be worse. They're still up by 21.
31. Florida Atlantic, 10.
Florida Atlantic takes over again, and the Owls offense will go back to work. Mistakes are going to happen, as they did on that last drive. Now, how will they respond, Jesse?
And this is the kind of guy who's going to take full accountability. That was my bad. That's on me. I'm about to...
Oh, sick, nasty move, and he's loose. Hit the afterburners, kid, and he'll take it all the way. They couldn't bring him down. Touchdown, Florida Atlantic.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, he hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy, the connection between quarterback, wide receiver. You can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
On to attempt the try.
Kicker on for the extra point.
And with the extra point, they're now down 31-17. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Boys, if it's happening in college football, we've got eyes on it. Check this out. Navy is on top, but it's not like Roger Staubach is playing quarterback today, which is why they can't pull away. They're up by 7 over Temple. We'll circle back if anything big happens you need to know about.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. Offense set on 1st down. They weren't able to get that one off. It'll be a delay of game.
Delay of game. Offense.
That is a completely avoidable penalty. The quarterback just went into brain lock and lost track of the play clock. A 1st down for the offense. They'll try to keep this clock moving on the ground. And the tackle was made, but there has been a flag thrown.
Hold it. Offense.
That penalty moves the ball back 10 yards. We'll replay the down. The offense lining up for a 1st down play. Give to the running back. Just plowing down the field. Jumped on top of the pile.
I know exactly what I have to do here. Defensively, we've got to get the stop. So we're playing run. We're selling out to run because we're thinking they're going to run the football, and we got 3 timeouts. Let's use them wisely. Let's use those timeouts, save as much clock as we can so our offense has some time on the clock to do some damage when they get the football back.
He'll try the left side. Across the 25, he's got room. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a 1st down for this offense.
Really been impressed by the balance we've seen from this offense so far in the game, but I think you got to give a lot of the credit to the running game because it's been able to freeze these defenses, help set up play action. They've been physical at the point of attack. I think that really has been the key force for this offense so far, having the success they've had.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere.
We've reached the 2-minute warning, and this offense will be quite content just to drain the rest of the time away. Ordinarily on 2nd and 10, you might look past, but here you just want to keep that clock moving. From the gun, to give, looking for room. They get him on the ground, but not before he rumbles all the way to the 5. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. Notre Dame has it now, 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. They get him on the ground at the 3-yard line, but this defense is taking some punches. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. They've got it down to the 3. Now it's 2nd and goal.
Get set, get set.
Power ahead. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Fighting Irish.
I gotta say, the mental toughness that this team is showing early this season is real impressive. And going down the field and scoring on that last possession, putting themselves in position here to go 2-0, they're answering the bell. This team has leadership on both sides of the ball. Very, very impressive.
And the extra point splits the uprights, and they're up a full 3 touchdowns, a 21-point cushion in the 4th. The kickoff team out there and ready to go. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Florida Atlantic has the ball back, and the offense will try to put together a drive. This offense has pretty much been stuck in the mud the entire game. It's been a frustrating performance, Jesse.
Yeah.
All kinds of room to the right. Inside the 30. Boy, are they loving that huge play. He's got it down to the 9. Sprinting to the line to try to get this one off. Clock's running. He's looking to throw. Hit hard as he released the ball on that 1st down pass, and it never had a chance. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. He's looking to throw. Takes a hit as he fires. And makes the grab in the end zone. Touchdown, Owls.
Nice job by the offense going down the field, putting points on the board, but you're still down a couple possessions. Still need some good things to happen. You need your kicker to go over there and get warmed up. We need an onside. We need to score some points. We need a lot of things to go right to win this football game.
He'll try to tack on one more. Right down the boulevard. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And they cap things off with a 9-yard touchdown pass. They're definitely up against it. Time running out, down 2 possessions. They'll try the onside kick. He's able to grab the football, and the hands team gets the job done. Here come the Irish back on offense. They're in command of this game. Now let's see if they try to rub a little salt in the wound or happy with getting the W.
Yeah, and listen, this makes the post-game handshake fun sometimes. If you do choose to rub a little salt in and keep chucking and keep scoring, I'm here for it, Jesse.
Fires toward the end zone. This will be picked off, maybe just the turning point they needed. A veteran in this defense stayed locked in on his rules and made the interception. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. They'll start this drive with a pass. Coming after him. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19. Clock's running, and they'll try to get to the line warp speed for second down. He's looking to throw. Gets it out fast. Makes a grab, and he's dragged down. They'll hurry to the line here to try to get off that third down play. From the gun, wants to pass. And that is interception number 3 on the day.
Nice job by this defense. That might be the exclamation point. Fourth quarter, I got a lead. You bring on the nickel defense. You know they're passing the football for plays just like that to make the INT and almost put this one away.
Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. Firmly in control of this game. We'll see if they just try to run out the clock and get out with a victory.
Everybody on offense here should feel really good about their performance today too, David. They had a really good game plan coming into this one, and they went out and they executed at a very high level.
Yeah, lights out, and this game's over. I'm interested to see the philosophy now. Do we keep chucking the pill and keep trying to score points? Because it's the defense's responsibility to stop them, or do they just run this clock and say, all right,
and the quarterback is toast back at the 35.
Well, here we are late in the game, and this secondary, they are still covering. They forced the QB to hold on to it, and then he bailed out trying to buy himself more time. And because he couldn't get rid of the football so quickly early, that allowed the pass rush to get to him.
Winning can become a habit. Now they've won back-to-back games and probably building a little confidence.
and you want it to be a habit. That's what you talk about as a coach week after week. Let's build. Let's create momentum and continue to build on it. And then you look up at the end of the season, you never know where you could be, what dreams you could bring to reality.
At the end of the day, I think good teams find ways to win games. And over these last two games, it hasn't always been easy. They've had to overcome some adversity, but at the end of the day, they were able to step up, make the plays necessary, and do that. Very, very impressive.
So that's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, I'm Reese Davis saying so long. This has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.